If you're Grayson Allen, your feet have to be set when you're fighting over a screen. Grayson Allen's going uphill right now as Trae Young is about to fly off of the screen. So John Collins now barely has to screen you and he can start rolling. Look at this. John Collins essentially can slip this screen. So it screws everything up. I mean, Brook Lopez, there's nothing Brook Lopez can do now. Okay, now this is on Brook Lopez. You can't drop this far on DeJounte Murray. I mean, please. You need to get up a little bit, a step or two. I mean, please. This can't just be gift wrapped. I mean, okay, so Javon Carter was doubling John Collins, but he leaves. When you come up here, you have to communicate to Grayson Allen that he needs to get over here, and you're going to come take Trae Young here. I mean, Javon Carter isn't communicating this. Grayson Allen needed to already leave. And too late now. If you're George Hill, you got to get your feet set, and you can't be staring at the ball. I mean, George Hill's staring at the ball, and why is he backpedaling? So again, now DeAndre Hunter just catches this, you're not ready to guard. So, I mean, again, Serge Ibaka, you got to get up a little bit in drop coverage. This is just too easy. Like, get up. If your feet are set, you'll be fine, okay? But look at Ibaka. I mean, you're backpedaling already. These are just gift wrapped. If you're George Hill on this switch, AJ Griffin picks up his dribble and has established his pivot foot. All you have to do is just stand here with your arms up. There is no place for AJ Griffin to go. Like, the fact that you start leaning this way, why? You just gave AJ Griffin an opening when he had none. It's the same thing. I mean, this is Trae Young. I mean, come on. Get up a little bit. Like, Trae Young. Like, it can't be that easy. It's just lazy. Just complete laziness. There's no other way to describe it. Grayson Allen needs to sprint back and get his feet set. Instead, what is he doing? I mean, really. So, you're going this way, and Holiday's going this way. That's all it took for him to beat you. I mean, now that draws help. Hey, I mean, Grayson Allen and certainly Bobby Portis need to be sprinting back now. Like, they're just staring to see who gets this loose ball. Well, Atlanta got it, and because you were staring, now Jalen Johnson's doing that. Yeah, I mean, the fact the Bucks haven't adjusted here, it's mind-boggling. Again, this is DeJounte Murray, an all-star. You gotta get up. Like, how? I can make these. There's just no words. There's no words. What is Trae Young coming off of a ball screen? You got to get up. It's Trae Young. I mean, why is this a dream? Okay, I mean, if you're Serge Ibaka, you're still dropping really far, but so if you're going to drop this far, the least you can do is have your feet set. Like, when you're in drop coverage, the big dropping Ibaka here has to keep the ball in front of him. And with all of this space, how on earth does this not happen? It's the same thing. I mean, the Bucks' ball screen defense is just putrid. Serge, you got to keep the ball in front of you. There's nothing else to say. Trae Young cannot turn the corner this way. Look at this. Trae Young turns the corner. Good night. Capella's wide open. I mean, if you're Javon Carter, it's just very simple. You cannot gamble trying to get a steal on Trae Young at half court. I mean, look, you gamble here, boom, you don't get it. So now you're out of position, and Trae Young's wide open. Okay, if you're Javon Carter on the inbounds, you got to keep Trae Young in front of you. He's not in front of you. Look at this. Where are you going? So you're going this way. Trae Young's coming up towards the three-point line. So you're not ready to guard now. So now you got to very hurriedly get up here, and you're going to end up having to crowd Trae Young. So look, a little jab step here gets you flying the other way because you're crowding him, and you end up falling, and here we are. I mean, you just can't get beat before the ball screen even happens. Javon Carter is crowding Trae Young at half court. You're just begging to get beat. Look, Clint Capella doesn't have to set a screen because you're already beat. So now Clint Capella can just slip it and start rolling. And that removes Brook Lopez from being able to do anything. Okay, it's very simple. It's transition defense. If you're Brook Lopez, you can't get back to the middle of nowhere. You got to get up. You got to be ready to guard John Collins. Like, what are you accomplishing by standing at the free throw line? It's just on-ball defense. Javon Carter's going to try and go under the screen. Well, you're going to be late because look at this. You're you're beat. Like, you're just gonna get on the other side of the screen a lot later than Trae Young. Look at this. You're still trying to get under the screen. Trae Young's already over it. I mean, there's nothing else to say. What is Marjon Beauchamp doing here? Like, where is he going? Is he not seeing DeJounte Murray? DeJounte Murray isn't going anywhere, yet Marjon Beauchamp is going this way. So look at this. You just, for no reason, went here. DeJounte Murray's about to fly up the perimeter here. So now Beauchamp is going to have to hurriedly get back up, and so now you're leaning. So DeJounte Murray says, okay, now I can beat you backdoor. That draws help. That leads to an open three. And again, you're Javon Carter. You just can't guard like this. You have to keep Trae Young in front of you. Look at this. There's a really good chance that you're going to get beat backdoor when you give Trae Young that space. Like, I don't... Okay, I mean, again, you're Brook Lopez here. Bobby Portis is going over this fake dribble handoff. Like, Brook Lopez has got to be ready to guard here. Like, if he's going over, you got to be able to stunt at the ball a little bit. You got to be able to stunt to delay the ball handler and be able to recover. But, I mean, again, Brook Lopez is just, where are you? Hey, I mean, Bobby Portis is guarding DeAndre Hunter. Why does Bobby Portis stop? Like, what is that pause for? So now DeAndre Hunter catches it, and you're not ready to guard. So he can just pump fake and go right by you, draw a double, and, I mean, what? I mean, the shot goes up. Brook Lopez has got to give more effort here. Like, you got to immediately get into Clint Capella's jersey and box him out. Like, you're just not. There's no urgency here. So you're not boxing out Capella. So that's why he's able to get this deflection. And whoops. If you're Wes Matthews and you're going under this screen, you cannot try and go over it first. Look at Wes Matthews trying to go over the screen. Well, obviously now when you go under, you're going to get on the other side late. That draws help, and there's no one to box out Capella. If you're Jordan Nwora, you cannot crowd A.J. Griffin like this. Just keep him in front of you. See, you're crowding, you're hugging him. So he's going to use you hugging him to create space. Look at how look at that space he just created. That was all because you were crowding him. So now you're late. You're also going to go up the gut of this down screen. And A.J. Griffin, you're out of position, and A.J. Griffin's open now. Easily. I mean, again, Brook Lopez is dropping so far. The least you could do is have your feet set here. You got to keep the ball in front of you in drop coverage. You have to. You can't just let this Hawks guard get right to the rim like this. So now you have to leave your feet to contest, and a Kongwu, no one's boxing him out. Okay, again, Brook Lopez has to have his feet set. Okay, you have to. Like, when you start backpedaling immediately in drop coverage, you're not doing anything. Stop, look at this. This pocket pass is wide open. You wouldn't be able to recover to a Kongwu, and you're backpedaling. So DeJounte Murray's also just open. Okay, I mean, this rebound here, stop. Why is this Bucks player either going for this loose ball or just going this way in general? Like, why are you watching? What? Okay, so the Bucks are trapping here. Giannis cannot stay home here in the weak side corner. You've got to come up and take Capella because Brook Lopez, you got to deny everyone one pass away when you trap. I mean, if you're trapping and no one is guarding John Collins one pass away, your trap was pointless, and now the Hawks just have numbers. I mean, the fact that Serge Ibaka has to backpedal here and drop coverage is unbelievable. Look at how much space. So your feet aren't set. So you're not doing anything here. Trae Young is wide open here, but because you're backpedaling, you're not able to recover on this lob.